Hello, this is my 2003 Land Rover Defender. For the last couple of weeks I've noticed quite a lot of play on the steering. So today, while there's no rain, I'm going to try and find out what's causing this play. I've got a number of possible causes listed, so I'm going to start at the easiest and work my way down. Firstly, as in tradition with all good magicians, I employ the services of a very beautiful assistant. First on the list is check the UJs on the steering column. Yeah, just move it.
Just normal or with...
Yeah, just slightly. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Just start doing it now.
Yeah.
Until you say stop.
Yeah, just keep wiggling it. Here I'm just observing the steering column and it seems to be okay and very positive, and it's actuating the shaft on the steering box. So next on my list is the ball joint on the drop arm. But before I even get round to checking that, my eye's drawn to the nut that's holding the drop arm to the actual steering box. I can see here that the drop arm is actually wiggling on the output shaft. In fact, the more I observe it moving, the more I can see that everything's moving slightly differently, and this is obviously the problem, and it's completely my fault, I think. Now I say this is completely my fault because about a year ago I replaced this drop arm and I obviously didn't tighten it up or check it after I'd tightened it to make sure that it was all the way home. Yeah, definite. Wow. Okay, that could explain it. I would have definitely done it to the correct torque setting, but I don't know, perhaps it's moved on the spline. If you've done one of these yourself, you know that the drop arm can only go onto the shaft in one way. So all I can think is that it wasn't tightened right up and it's dropped down slightly, because that's the only way that it could have come loose like this. It was obviously okay when I did it because I had to do it for the MOT as the ball joint was faulty, so I just bought a whole new setup and found that was the easiest way of doing it. So it passed the MOT, so I'm not quite sure how it's managed to come loose. Straight away here you can see the minute I start hitting it, the washer moves, which is a good indication that the nut is very loose. I've avoided a catastrophe here, albeit a potentially self-inflicted one. So here you can see I'm trying to knock the tab over on the locking washer so that I can get a socket onto the nut. Eventually I get the tab knocked over far enough to let me get the socket engaged with the nut. This is just a diagram to show more clearly what I'm actually working on. Oh, come on. Now I know from previous experience, and I did double check, that the torque setting on this nut should be 175 Newton meters. And this is what I'm doing it to now, and you can see, I mean, it's come right undone. The reason this nut came loose is obviously because the shaft that the drop arm slides onto is tapered, and it must have dropped down a little bit, and the more it drops down, the looser it's going to get. All I can think is that I possibly had the drop arm misaligned and it tightened up in the misaligned position and eventually dropped into the correct position, because it is in the correct position now, and that made it loose. It's a bit of a mystery. And obviously the more it dropped down, the looser the nut got and the less effective the lock washer was. Now you can see me struggling to bend over the tabs on the lock washer I'm trying to make a really good job of it. I don't want this moving again or coming loose again. And of course my job's not made any easier by this thing that's in the way. Perhaps I should have removed it in the first place. This is the best camera angle I can get on me doing the job. It's a very awkward spot to get into, and the lighting's not that good either, so as you can see here, I've got it bent right over at the back, and now I've just got to bend it over at the front there. Getting my hands into these tight spaces can sometimes be a little bit of a struggle, so this is one technique that I've employed, holding the chisel within a pair of grips. As you can see here, I've managed to bend the lock washer over enough. I think I've got it bent over enough, but I think it's seen better days, so I'm going to order a new one and redo it when that arrives. I did check a few more things on the list, but to be fair, they were fine. And the incentive wasn't really there once I'd found that problem with the drop arm. When I took my Defender out for a test drive, there was just no comparison into how the steering was and how it is now. It's so much more positive and responsive. So I don't know if the playing the steering was a thing that's developed over a long time, or it's just a thing that has happened over the last couple of weeks and I've suddenly noticed it. Anyway, catastrophe averted, and all's well that ends well. Thank you for watching. So that's it. My wife, will be happy. Another step closer to our next road trip.